Hi, welcome back to HornThrowers. We're here backstage at Bro Minion Festival, as I think they're calling it now. Here we're joined with Simon, obviously first guest of our podcast, and we're having a bit of a catch-up. Now we can finally talk about the new album, To Know the Light.
Yeah, sick. Yeah, thanks for having us. It's nice to be here. Nice to be meeting up again.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed our chat last time, genuinely. I feel like we covered some quite interesting and profound stuff. So yeah, I really enjoyed that last time.
It was like I couldn't think of like a better first guest for the podcast, kind of like cementing where we are as like anarchists and also sort of like, you know, doing metal media and whatnot. It was good.
Oh yeah. Thanks for saying that. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's nice for me as well because like meeting people where you all converge on the same incredibly niche interests, like specific parts of anarchism and specific parts of extreme music. Yeah, there's not. I guess it's a small enough scene. So I love these chats.
So, To Know the Light's been out a little while now. We saw, like, I don't know if it's the album release party or the day before the album release. Sounded phenomenal live. I've listened to it several times since. I really enjoyed it. How do you feel like the general fan and critical reception to Know the Light's been?
I've been really pleased with it. Yeah, it's been awesome. There's certain things I really wanted people to pick up on. Like, lyrically, I think I always put a lot of effort in, but I feel like I put a lot of effort into the lyrics this time, and like with a few very specific intentions, which people really picked out on. A lot of the clean vocals are new for us, and I put a lot of work into that, and that seems to have gone down well, which I was very relieved about. When the first review came in, like a couple of weeks before the record came out, I was like, I think I was at work, and I just saw it ping on my phone or something. I was like, okay, let's read the first review, and I was genuinely like really nervous opening it, like, oh fuck, here we go. Like maybe people think this has all been a terrible idea. But yeah, I've been really pleased with the way people have responded to it. Yeah, it's been awesome so far.
Yeah, I mean, like, especially with you saying about, like, the clean vocals, probably one of the standout tracks to me was probably Freedom and Retrograde.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I really liked both, like, lyrically and kind of, like, how you had, like, almost, like, the kind of, something like the English folk tradition kind of thing. I don't know how intentional that was, or... Yeah,
absolutely. Like, we all grew up on, like, folk and traditional music a lot. I guess Fabian grew up playing, like, traditional Irish music, but... my parents are really into folk music, like traditional music and stuff. So yeah, that's definitely like a massive influence. I was really pleased with that song, and I think because that song I tried to just explain like in its most basic, stripped back terms what for me what these politics are. I was glad that resonated well with people because that's kind of important. If we can at least agree on some of these core beliefs, you know, like we're all on the same side here, and like love and compassion and fighting for freedom is important. I think the people picked up on the song where it's at its most basic and most understandable. It's cool.
Well, yeah, I like that how it kind of like it refined like the kind of the core concepts of anarchism without maybe using loaded terminology that maybe people have got prior feelings about and stuff like that. It's quite cool. Did pick up on all the Tolkien references on the new album.
Nice. Yeah. We snuck a few in there. Yeah, that's good. I think it's also like it's fun. It's fun to just bring lots of creative things in, isn't it? And also to try and create some feelings of timelessness as well. Like I think it's important because these are not new ideas and they're not new struggles. The struggle of ordinary downtrodden working people. Against power structures is as old as time, isn't it? And we see reflected in all sorts of different stories. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of trying to shoehorn some Tolkien in.
Definitely, and I kind of think our original conversation prompted me to go away and read Desert by Anonymous.
Okay,
and I was definitely seeing how that was a huge lyrical inspiration for the album, like kind of still finding purpose in resistance in that kind of like bleak, you know, like landscape, being like, maybe there isn't, like, you know, this, like, I don't know, maybe salvation's too much of a religious word to use, but there might not be salvation, but there's still purpose and resistance.
Yeah, I think the use of the word salvation is interesting because I think it's in that book, isn't it? That it does say that, like, anarchists waiting for this glorious global revolution. It's a bit religious, like it's a bit like waiting for, you know, the return of you know, Christ or whatever. Like, and it's unlikely, isn't it? Like, at least the point we're at the moment, it's unlikely that is coming. I also think that that's like probably a truth that we all, like as anarchists, probably knew deep down, but you run from it and you try and push it out your head. But actually, sometimes shining a light on those difficult thoughts and and then finding a way to come to terms with it is actually I think is more liberatory and more of a relief to be like, okay, if this is the truth, how do we move forward, rather than just running from these difficult ideas. I think. So yeah, that book changed how I viewed the world. Like, it's amazing.
No, it's like definitely powerful, and I think like it's something as people who actually care about these like political movements, these ideas, and actually trying, whether it be environmentalism or like anarchism more generally, or like kind of the class struggle. It's a thing of we will eventually get burnt out by many, many defeats and stuff like that. And it gave me a lot of perspective on that anyway, and I'm grateful for the recommendation.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for saying that. Yeah, it's like, I don't know if I'm like a paid up hook, line and sinker anarcho-nihilist or not. I don't know, but it's just cool to explore some of these ideas and with folks like you as well. It's good to talk it over and try and understand it together, I think, isn't it? I definitely don't want to be like the distributor of knowledge in any way. I don't think I have all the answers to anything. It's just things I'm trying to work through as well. So yeah, it's cool to read these books and come back and talk about them and stuff. It's important.
Absolutely, and I think like the concept of still finding hope is something that kind of like is a through line throughout all the tracks and the records. Like still finding hope in these like really bleak, like even with the album closer and stuff like that, with like Go Free Companions, I'm not ashamed to admit it actually really made me like well up at the very end of it, like when I kind of like listened to the whole thing.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of crying to music, or just crying all the time. I think actually, as it seems to be. Thanks. Yeah, tried to create some sort of emotional little situation at the end there. And it's just like this can't just be anger and hatred, can it? Like that. Surely we are fighting for love and beauty, and it's only because things are worth fighting for that you continue, I think, because the world is so good, and because people are so good, and animals are so amazing, that they are worth the fight of saving, I think.
100%, yeah. I think that's a lovely note to end on.
Sick.
But yeah, thank you.
It's great to chat to you folks, and look forward to seeing who else you have on the podcast as well. Seems like it's going strength to strength.